Alright, welcome back to another game of Climbing the Ranked Ladder. It's a very interesting looking team that we're going into this time. Yeah, just in general, very interesting looking team. A lot of potential stuff that they could be going for on that side of the field. So we're just going to have to see what we can do. Okay. I think we lead with those two. Yeah, do I want to lead with those two? Not actually sure. No, I think we'll lead with those two. I think we're going to bring Urshifu and Koraidon. Do I want to bring Koraidon to this? Yeah, I want to bring Koraidon to this. Iron Hands is a problem, and Koraidon is one of the best ways of dealing with said Iron Hands, so... Okay. So, I'm not entirely certain how they're going to look to lead this particular game. I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, to see Calyrex and the fish make an appearance, Calyrex Chiyu. I wouldn't be terribly surprised to see Iron Hands +1. Could even be like the fish and the Lunala, potentially. But I'll just have to see what we got. Alright, so it looks like it is Calyrex Chiyu. Okay. And what do I think the right play is here? Okay. Well, this is going to be very interesting, because they have a couple of different ways that they could go in this particular turn. They could go with Astral Barrage plus Dark-type move into the Farigiraf to cover that. I think in this, they could do that. That'd probably be worst-case scenario, because if they just doubled the Farigiraf with things that will hit it, they will knock it out because they reduce special defense from the Chiyu. If, however, they could just go with maximum damage to Calyrex to try and cover for potential Terras on that side of things, then we're in a very different sort of situation where the Farigiraf should survive a hit. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Looks like they went for a trick. Got blocked by Protect. Dark Pulse into the Farigiraf. Farigiraf lives it at 17! Oh boy! Here we go! Well, that tells us something very important about the opposing Calyrex. That opposing Calyrex, my friends, does not have a Focus Sash. And we're gonna... Hold on. But just before we... Okay. Gonna take a moment, look at their team. Alright, cool. Yes, this is the helping hand Terrafire Glacial Lance. And the reason for the Terrafire is because we don't want the Chiyu to potentially swap to a Fire-type move and delete the Calyrex, or to point a Dark-type move at the Calyrex and get a super effective hit. And there goes our Calyrex, who's most likely carrying a Choice Specs, or something similar. And the question becomes, who gets to take a free Helping Hand Glacial Lance? Looks like it's that guy. Okay, here we go. And boom, here's the Terra. Terra Fire, nice. Defensive Terra for Calyrex just because of the things that'll normally come after him for the super effective hits. Here is the Clappity Claps. And here is the Glacial Lance. That was very good damage. Heat Wave, yep, okay, I was correct. It did switch to a Fire-type move, so that's where their Focus Sash is living right now. Okay. That means that the solution is we go into Urshifu in this case. Yes, he is fast. But I think the thing that we do is we close combat here. And we Glacial Lance here, because hands cannot fake out everyone. Okay. Basically, it's the sort of circumstance where if you have the offensive momentum, you don't want to give it up. Because I know that if the Calyrex comes back in, we could find ourselves in a potentially very rough spot if it is as Trick Room is ending. So we need to make some progress between now and then. And progress would mean ideally knocking these guys out. But we will see. Oh! That was probably best case scenario. Yep, because that means that we are going to take... Oh, that's lovely. Urshifu is probably not going to actually get to do anything this turn, unfortunately. But... Oh, wait, no. Hands might live. Hands did live it. Okay, so Urshifu does get to finish off the Iron Hands, which is great. Okay, there we go. Now, the real question here is, how badly do I want to try and predict the Water Terra on the Lunala? Yeah, I'm game. I am very game to go for that. It's going to be a Water Terra Wide Guard. Is I bet you what it's going to do. That, I think, is what Lunala will do. I think we're going to see... Are we going to see Chiyu come back in here, or are we going to see... Calyrex. I think we're going to see Chiyu come back in. I think we need to preserve our Urshifu for the Sucker Punch for when we're out of the Trick Room. So, Chiyu's coming in. Okay. We're going to see a Water Terra on the Lunala. We're going to swap in the Koraidon. We're going to use the Spontaneous Solar Blade. Yes, I just made like 4 predictions in a row. And I am very curious to see how that turns out. Because, yeah, let's see here. 1. Prediction number 1. They're going to Water Terra. Prediction number 2. They're going to Wide Guard. I guess the first prediction was the Chiyu was going to come in instead of the Calyrex. Yep, okay. So those are the 3. And not sure what sort of offensive move they're going to pick with their Chiyu. But I think that's how they've decided they want to get through the rest of this Trick Room. And here comes the Terra. And let's see, what Terra is it? If it's a Fairy Terra, that will make me sad. Ah, bummer. I don't think we're going to one-tap that. That is unfortunate. Oh well. I was correct about them Terraing it, though. Oh, and they're protecting me. Love that. That's great. No, but they're not doing anything offensive. That's interesting. Okay. Or, I mean, they're not doing anything defensive. Whee! Pop! That was good damage. Rocky Helmet? What is that? Oh, and they're turning off my Trick Room? That's so thoughtful of them! That opens up an entirely different way of potentially winning this. Okay. I'm gonna Flame Charge here, and I think we just chuck a Glacial Lance there. The reason I say that opens up an entirely different way of winning this is in the sun, Koraidon's Flame Charge does hit very decently hard. So the hope here is that Koraidon moves first, knocks out the Lunala with its Flame Charge, gets a +1 to the speed, and can then take out the Calyrex on the following turn. We'll find out. We will find out. And then, of course, that Glacial Lance picks up the KO into... Pop! Yeah, there we go. And we just need Glacial Lance to pick up the KO into that Chiyu over there. Yep, Koraidon gonna take a little bit of chip damage from the Rocky Helmet, a little bit of chip, a little bit of recoil from the Life Orb. Yep. Let's see what the Chiyu does. Goes for Heat Wave. Woof! It's getting warm in here. Here's the Glacial Lance. Whoop. It is sufficient. And that should put us in a game-winning position, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so Koraidon just gonna lock in that Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz. And you know what? Calyrex is going to lock in a Glacial Lance. It's scarfed! Ha! Did I lock in a Glacial Lens or did I lock in a Trick Room? I don't remember. It's a Choice Scarf. That's what it is, because that's the only way that it's outrunning a +1 or a +1 Koraidon. Well, hey, I'm glad we went for the speed control option here. That will mean that that 1 HP Urshifu that we preserved there in the back is all of a sudden a very threatening fellow. I mean, not that he wasn't otherwise. Sucker Punch probably would have gotten the job done, but that'll do. Here comes the Glacial Lance. Bop. And bye-bye. Good game to my opponent. Whew, that one was spicy. All right, well, there we go. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Yeah, good game to my opponent. Thank you very much for the game, as always. And yeah, I think that's that. Hope that you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you in the next one.